Naomi Osaka is 22 years old, and she is fully 7 years older than her opponent tonight. It's Coco Gauff and Osaka meeting in the third round for the second major in a row. John, what are the plot lines as you see them tonight?
I think a lot of this is about Osaka and how she handles the moment, as much as we're all concentrating on the teenager. There's some history here, and I'm sort of curious how this history plays out. On the one hand, this wasn't all that long ago. So it's 4 or 5 months ago, and it was a pretty one-sided match. How far has Coco come? But a lot of this is about Naomi Osaka and whether, again, she will be authoritative and play like a defending champ, which is what she was when they played at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, no doubt Coco is a better player now than she was 5 months ago, but still, we're talking about Naomi Osaka here. The match is on her racket, that's for sure. If she is on, as she has been these two matches, she should be fine, but it should be. I think it's going to be very entertaining, much closer than the U.S. Open match, I think.
For all Coco has accomplished in her young career, and she certainly accomplished an awful lot for a 15-year-old, only 2 wins over top 50 players. John, is she ready to win a match like this?
Yeah, I mean, this is a step up, no question about it. And she beat Venus Williams, which was a great match sort of on a psychic level, and she had a second round, a real battle when she came through, but that was against an opponent, Cristea, who was outside the top 70. This is a big step up in caliber of opponent, but this is all part of the growth chart, and I think Coco said this herself. She sort of beat us all to the punch, but this will be a really good benchmark. How far has she come? How much can she improve on that New York result?
We've been tracking how Coco's game has improved in real time as she's developed over the last 8 or 9 months that she's been in the public eye. You have been tracking with Hawkeye some of how she's improved her serve. Her serve.
Well, you see the match against Osaka, most of the serves were in the middle of the box and not close to the sidelines. Only about a quarter of the serves, a little bit better than that, on the sidelines. So far in these 2 matches here at the Australian Open, about half the balls are landing close to the service line or the sideline. So much better placement, winning more points on her serve. I think when you play a top player, that's when your weaknesses really show up. So it's nice to see that Gauff is working on those weaknesses. Another weakness that she still has is a forehand, and we'll see how that holds up against Naomi.
And the other thing, she really comes with a game plan. This is not just a teenager, happy-to-go-lucky, and hey, devil may care, I'm just going to hit the ball, we'll see what happens. I mean, I think she has seen some of the analytics on that. I think you're right. I think her serving will be critical, but I think there's going to be a game plan for where she's placing her serves.
You want to pick a winner for this one, Martina?
You have to go with Osaka. I don't think... I mean, if Coco wins, it's because Osaka beat herself. She's at her best. She's better than Coco right now. But, you never know when nerves get in the way and the emotions and the passion that Coco clearly has for the sport. But you have to go with Osaka. Yeah.
Osaka came into the press room the weekend before the tournament, and they asked her about defending, and she said she feels less fearless than she did last year. And he said, oh, no, she's sort of turning into this jaded veteran. She doesn't have her confidence. And then you realize it's completely the opposite. She feels like she belongs. She doesn't have to go out there blindly. And I think there's a real sort of quiet authority that's settled into Naomi Osaka. She's won a lot of 17 of her last 18 matches. She feels like she belongs, and that wasn't the case last year.
Yeah, it was almost like her flame was extinguished a little bit last year when she got to number 1. All the attention seems to be back this year, so we look forward to that match tonight.